choke me or throw me into the wall. And he will also um, give me a moment. I mean, every day it was something. Whether it was a choke till I couldn't breathe, whether it was throwing me into the wall, whether it was pulling a gun out on me. Um, I remember going to his friend's house, and he said I could go out with my friends. And so I'm thinking, okay, cool, I get to go out with my friends. This is my first time. He gave me permission. And at 16, you don't know if that's right or not. Your boyfriend giving you permission to go somewhere, you don't know. So, of course, I'm like, oh, I get to go out with my friends. He going out with his friends. So I meet up with him after I leave from my friends. I was in high school. Um, he was older than me. Um, I went to his friend's house. He come outside. Then he pulled a gun out, and he was going to shoot me. And it was, oh, well, he just loved me. He just trying to make sure, I'm not being with nobody else. I wasn't thinking that at 16. I didn't know what was going on. I just thought, it's just a boyfriend. He just want to make sure I'm not being with nobody else. Um, the day I woke up, that day that made me walk away was the day I didn't know I was pregnant with Joshua, but he was on my MySpace. And I also regret this relationship because it was times I wanted to see my mom and I didn't go. So I also have resentment from that because he would think that I'm going to go see a guy because I lived in Detroit for so long. So I wouldn't go see my mother. And my mother would always ask me why I won't come see her. And I just make up some excuse. But it was because of him. So, anyways, he seen something on MySpace where I had an airbrush shirt. I don't know, back in the day, we used to get our airbrush shirts with whoever we was talking to at the time, name was on them. And at that time, I was way past over that person. Like, I was like 14 or 15 when I was talking to that person, but the picture was still on MySpace. My phone about to die. In a minute. Okay. So, didn't go see my mom. And so, I made up so many excuses to not go see my mother, and I wish I did, but because I was young and dumb, I was only caring about a dude. Um, so yeah, I had Joshua, and he threw me in the wall. I started bleeding, and so I went to the hospital. I found out I was pregnant. I moved out that day. I went back and lived with my dad. Then after that, I got pregnant. I went back to him because it was, oh, I'm sorry, and you're young and stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna do it again. I promise. Okay. I believe him. He's not gonna do it again. He said he's sorry. Okay. I get pregnant with Isaiah, and then Lauren, and the abuse just never stopped. And one day I was in the parking lot of his job, and he came outside, and he was cheating on me. And when I confronted him about it, he got real angry, and he just started banging on my windows with my kids in the car. So that scared my son, Isaiah. And ever since then, I just never went back to him. And then I just tried to be co-parenting with him. And he got married, and I tried to take my kids to go see him at his house. So I took them over there, and we park in front of the house. This time we're not together. He's telling me he want to be with me, but we're not together. He's married. So I pull up so my kids can see him, and we get ready to go knock on the door. He comes out the door with a pit bull, y'all. A pit bull. He comes out that door with a pit bull and tries to stick the pit bull on my kids. So that day, after that, I said, fuck it, fuck him. I didn't care, but I walked away. Ain't nobody gonna hurt my kids. I don't give a damn how much you hate me, how much you don't give a damn about me, how much you don't love me. The last thing you gonna do is hurt my damn kids. That is the last thing you gonna do. I don't care how much you fucking hate me. I don't care if you don't like me. But you will not hurt my kids. So he did that, I guess, to try to prove to his wife that my kids are his, which was very stupid. But after that, my kids haven't seen him, haven't been around him. He tried to call and apologize to my kids. Briana Hampton.
She just pepper sprayed me. She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy. Please hurry, she's crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
I can't keep following.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs. You downstairs. Do what you do. No, I'm not. Do what you do. I'm way up here. Do what you do.
4044.
To choking, to just so many things happening, especially the emotional side of abuse, that is just, that point, that was enough. Like breaking bones and swelling to the head, that's a lot. So once I
stand behind the closed doors off the internet on my phone. So when y'all come defending him, y'all really don't know the person that I know. Y'all know him as Robert the brother, not Robert in a relationship, not the marriage type. Y'all don't know that part of him. So when y'all came defending, it was like, okay, well, this is what was told to me in my private home, and I'm defending myself against somebody who's telling me that everything I'm saying is a lie. So I didn't want to bring up. Y'all probably was arguing. Yeah, but I'm saying I can't bring up. I said that on several of my lives. I was like, I don't doubt verbal abuse is probably on both of them. They both was probably arguing or whatever with each other, especially from the recordings that you played. But what I'm saying is, I know Robert didn't beat you, and even you came out on live and was like, I wasn't abused. It was verbal abuse. Is a whole lot of other stuff. I said he didn't give me no black eyes and beat me down, but what happened with the toe happened with the toe, which is why Dawn said it was reacting on her and she didn't like it. So it came out. Yeah, and she said that, and Robert didn't have told me that since. Y'all haven't even been like, right, but he goes on the internet and say it never happened. So which one is it? Did it happen or didn't happen? Well, he had the toe happen, but he said he didn't drag you down the hall and all of that. Yeah, I never said that either. I didn't say he dragged. That's what I'm saying. Like these people are running with a bunch of false narratives.
a lot of people feel like abuse is just being punched on, pulled down the steps, kicked, and that's not what abuse is. That's not the only type of abuse. There's mental and emotional abuse as well. So when I say abuse, I'm meaning emotional and mental. Y'all seen a lot of Texas. I'm talking about that mostly. Me having a broken finger has never happened. Me being punched and kicked, and like so many people made all these stories from I don't know what, but none of that happened to me. I never had a black eye. I never been thrown into a wall, none of that stuff. So when I say 6 years, I mean emotional and mental abuse. As people doing arguments all the time. So when I keep seeing this narrative of woman beater, woman beater, woman beater, I'm like, now I ain't say he damn pushed me down the stairs and blacked my eye and kicked me in the back. And you know, people just took it way too far. But abuse is abuse. And this has never happened before. But like I said, I'm at peace. I pray for him to have peace. I pray him nothing but the best, success, and me as well. Happiness is found within. Yes. So I can't be up here preaching and
Now, I'm choosing myself. Like, everybody gonna be like, oh, she's single again. But you know what? I'm glad I made the decision to step. I'm glad I'm making the decision to leave a nigga who can't step. To leave a nigga who can't be the man that he needs to be. To leave a man who mentally ill, to leave a man who ain't got it together and ain't gonna get it together, and showing constantly you not gonna get it together, and showing constantly that you immature, and showing constantly that you ain't ready to grow up and you not ready for responsibilities. I'm proud that I'm choosing myself. So if anybody want to talk about that, that's cool. I don't give a damn. I'd rather be talked about leaving somebody than to be staying with somebody who ain't shit. And that's just that. At the end of the day, everybody gonna be mad about this live. I don't really give a damn, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who been suffering in silence for a long fucking time, turning the cheek for a long fucking time, making excuses for everybody for a long fucking time, and friends, and now my most recent ex. Like, all this shit is just happening at the same fucking time, and I'm pregnant, so my hormones all over the place. So at the same time, when people show you their ass and give you their ass to kiss, am I supposed to keep just ignoring it? Am I supposed to keep turning the other cheek? Am I supposed to keep being quiet? Because at the end of the day, when I'm being dragged and talk about, who the fuck is there to save and protect me in real life? Who's saving and protecting me in real life? Like, nobody ever thinks about that. And we're not talking about social media. We're talking about in real fucking life. I'm always saving and protecting everybody else in real life. And ain't nobody doing that shit for me. So why I'm going to keep doing it for everybody else? That shit ain't fair. That shit ain't cool. And sometimes I be mad as hell at God, because I'm like, God, I hate the heart you gave me. I hate loving people the way I love people. I hate having an unconditional helping heart. They always want to forgive and help and help and help and help and help and forgive and help and help and forgive and help and ignore and try to be like, oh my God, you know, well, they went through this in their childhood, they don't know, or they don't have the tools, or they wasn't grown with the tools, or they don't have a great relationship with their parents, or they lacking this from this parent, they lacking this from that parent, they didn't get this growing up, they didn't get this. But at some point in time, I gotta stop making excuses for people, and I just really gotta see people for where they at. And like they always say, when the person show you who they are, believe them the first time. Believe them the first time. So it is what it is. Y'all can run with this shit. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can talk about it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can drag me. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I know that this situation for me is temporary, and what God has for me is bigger and better. And that's just that. Whatever God has for me and what he got in store for me, that's just that. I ain't got to sit up here and post no scriptures and be fake. I ain't got to sit up here and post my babies on the internet to be fake. I post my babies on all platforms. I don't want nobody posting my kids to make money off of it. And I put that on my dead mama. If you only can talk about, oh, I'm having twins on Facebook, because that's where you monetize at, then don't even step for yours. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fake. Because in real life, if you really care about your kids, you'll be stepping in real life. If you're not stepping in real life for your kids, even though they're not even here yet, and you're not helping, and you're not being a helping hand, and you're being a stressor, and you causing a whole lot of hell and ruckus versus heaven for somebody who's high risk and you know all this shit, man, fuck that. Don't say shit about nothing. Don't get on no social media platform talking about eating for twins, because you ain't eating for twins. You ain't pregnant. I'm pregnant. Don't get on Facebook talking about, oh, twins this, twins that, twins this, twins that. Don't even mention them. Don't mention them at all. You ain't mentioning them on Instagram. You ain't mentioning them on TikTok. You ain't mentioning them on Snapchat. Oh, let me get it. It's two different platforms, so you ain't really gotta post. Nah, nah, nigga. If you really love them and care about these kids, it ain't gonna be just so you can make money off of them. And that's a fact. And for a fact,
you only monetize on Facebook. So why is it only a mention of kids on Facebook and not every single platform? You know what I'm saying? So that shit is a whole clout chasing mode on twin. Man, fuck out of here. And when I made that post about joking and shit, when somebody say, oh, sometimes it's truth in a joke, hell yeah. It's always a truth in a joke. Anybody that fucking anybody that can come to you and say, I don't really care about baby A because baby A a girl. Nigga, I ain't taking that shit lightly. I ain't taking that. No, people saying, oh, they just talking. Oh, they just playing. Hell no. Hell no. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. Because you wanted it to be two boys, and because it's a boy and a girl, now you don't give a fuck about one of them because it's a girl. Now you already putting out in the atmosphere that you're going to differentiate between the two. You're going to treat one better than the other because it's not two boys. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Nah, I can't keep saying, oh, it's a joke. Oh, it's a hee ha ha. Because where's the joke in the sentence? Everybody be like, oh, people just be joking. Nah, that's not a fucking joke. You wasn't drunk. You wasn't under the influence. You was under a clear, straight mind when you made that statement. It is what it is, though. I'm a strong ass woman. I've been quiet long enough, and today I had to break my silence. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. Don't nobody call my phone trying to tell me, oh, you shouldn't have did that, or you shouldn't have said that, or you. At the end of the day, I'm human as fuck. At the end of the day, I'm pregnant. At the end of the day, I'm the one being treated like shit. So why the fuck should I keep listening to everybody else calling my phone? Everybody want to call my phone. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't say this. Don't do this. Don't say this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Man, fuck that. Fuck that. Because at the end of the day, people be on here praising, oh, I'm so happy that you finally got you a good person. If only you fucking knew behind closed doors. If only you fucking knew that I'm over here saving and protecting. If only you fucking ain't. People be like, oh, you gonna have to do damage. I ain't doing no damn damage control. I ain't coming on here apologizing for shit. I ain't coming on here nothing. None of that. I ain't fixing nothing. If you an ain't shit nigga, you an ain't shit nigga, and you gonna stay that way. On my mama. Period. Ain't nobody gonna keep flexing on me. Ain't nobody gonna keep sitting here and keep talking shit or treating me like shit when at the end of the day, when motherfuckers was dragging you, who the fuck was protecting you? Me. But when it come to me, I ain't never protected. I ain't never saved. I ain't never defended. None of that shit. Even though you knew I can't even say certain shit because I signed papers that say I can't even discuss certain shit. And you still don't even try to protect and save. So nah, that nigga keep playing on your top for what? Stay quiet for what? I'm a good ass woman. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck how many lies y'all make up on me. Whatever I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I'm a good fucking person, and that's all the way around.